Agriculture Principal Secretary Richard Lesiampe appeared before National Assembly Public Accounts Committee to explain measures the ministry had instituted to deal with corruption at National Cereals and Produce Board. The Principal Secretary tabled an audit report revealing how 18 traders colluded with NCPB depot managers to supply huge amounts of maize, thereby denying genuine farmers a chance to sell their grains.
In some of the depots, National Cereals and Produce Board managers seem to have colluded with some traders, and they bought their maize and indeed went ahead and paid them, giving them priority than giving priority to our smallholder farmers. As we speak now, we took action, and that's why we called Terrer, to ask him to explain some of these things. And in the process, he decided to abruptly resign, and we decided to suspend all the 3 regional managers in Lake Western region, North Rift and South Rift, together with all the 5 depot and silo managers of the silos of Eldoret, Moist Bridge, Nakuru, Bungoma and Kisumu.
The corrupt dealings between the 18 traders and National Cereals and Produce Board officials was so choreographed that some traders would supply over 200,000 bags of maize to Kisumu Depot, get paid, and then supply the same amount to Nakuru and Eldoret depots and still get paid. In the Eldoret depot alone, over 600 million shillings were paid to 8 unscrupulous traders purporting to be farmers. Similar script occurred at Kisumu Depot, where 5 merchants were paid over 130 million shillings, and in Nakuru Depot, where 9 traders were paid 30 million shillings, leaving an outstanding balance of 125 million shillings. The Agriculture Principal Secretary was at pains to convince the MPs that no money sent for buying maize at premium prices to farmers had been lost.
I cannot be convinced, even by the PS, that the only people who could be culpable for this kind of heinous theft are just the stock guys. Because we are talking about one person being paid 640 million. Chair, I don't think this committee can be convinced that there are no higher people within the ministry and within NCPB who could be involved.
What really happened is that those small farmers were never given priority. Their maize, we bought it, but it has taken us almost 5 months, without paying them. But a few of the 18 I've mentioned here, were actually paid within 14 days. In some instances, even, I think, within 21 days, which actually gave us an impression this was actually a collusion.
These 8 or so persons that seem to have sold a lot of maize to the NCPB would not necessarily have farms that would supply that kind of maize, or that quantity of maize, that they might have been buying this maize from other farmers and selling for a profit. Did you also consider the possibility that actually these persons did not sell any maize for that matter, but were actually paid for selling air to NCPB?
MPs expressed displeasure with the National Police Service for failing to arrest and prosecute the depot managers who perpetrated the corruption. The Watchdog Committee plans to summon the 18 controversial traders to unmask the alleged powerful persons behind the 2 billion shillings maize scandal. Kevin Washira, Channel News.